I just realized in the last like 30 minutes I wasn't freaking recording. How? Like, this is like the 5th time it's happened where I just don't click the record button on the video when I'm supposed to record. I'm such an idiot. Alright, so let's get into the actual intro of the video here. Dragon Ball. Wait. What? Wait, what? What? Alright, guys. Andrew here, filming another Dragon Ball Super review. Today's topic will be episode 126 of Dragon Ball Super. And today we're going to start with the ending of the episode. We have to talk about this right away, and then we're going to go back through the video and come back to it where we finish that part. So, in the ending of today's video, today's episode of Dragon Ball Super, Jiren is like, "That was pathetic, Toppo. I expected more from you. Now feast your eyes on this." He smiles and everything. Ah! And Toppo was knocked off by Vegeta in this episode, right? So, there are two distinctive ways that I've seen that people have been interpreting this. There might be more. You come up with your own if you want, right? The first interpretation I've seen is that Jiren's character, because he hasn't had any before, is actually like an evil, like Frieza character, where his number 2 is like, gets knocked off, and it's like, "Oh, come on, man, you're pathetic. I expected more from you." And he shows like, "Oh, yes, I'm so powerful," right? So that's the first way I've seen people interpreting this, where like Jiren's character is broken now, and it's this whole bad thing, right? And there's also the second interpretation, which is the interpretation I'm personally a fan of, where because Toppo sacrificed justice for his god of destruction power, yet he still got knocked off. That's why Jiren's disappointed as Toppo. It's like, "Oh, Toppo, you sacrificed your morals, and you still lost? Like, why? That wasn't good. You're a pride trooper. You are a leader. I expected more. I will keep my morals and keep pushing forward, and I will protect our universe." That's the second interpretation. That's the interpretation I'm a part of, because it further supports other parts from previous episodes where we've seen his character. But to get an accurate depiction of Jiren's true character here, and which one is more likely, the number 1 impression or the number 2 impression, we have to go back to the beginning of the episode and review through it. And using that information we gain from that, we can then make a better, decisive decision, I feel like I'm saying that wrong, about Jiren's character moving forward in the next few episodes of Dragon Ball Super. So, let's get started with the review. Beginning of this episode, first of all, there's quite a lot of extra recap. There's like a minute more of recap. It's not like One Piece where there's 5 minutes of recap, but instead of 2 minutes before the episode starts, now there were 3 in this episode. I don't think that's going to be a recurring thing. I feel like that's just going to be like this one had a bit more things to recap, so they took an extra minute. I think also like the preview was longer as well. So that's my opinion. They just had a little bit more to cover. This isn't going to be a problem. It's the last few episodes. They aren't going to just freaking put 7 minutes of recap, right? So, beginning of the episode where we left off, 17 versus Toppo. So we have 17 who's like stoic and he's like, oh, alright, there must be a way to defeat Toppo. And he starts getting in a fight with Toppo, right? They're fighting each other. And then eventually 17 would be hiding behind a rock, right? And Toppo would Hakai the bottom of the rock. And then 17 would go away, right? And he would see that the rocks on the top, because Toppo just Hakai's the bottom, the top rocks will fall off, right? It's so funny here. So he tries to reenact this where he hides behind a rock, Toppo Hakai's it, he gets Toppo underneath the part that was Hakai, and then he like blows up the top part so the rocks fall down on Toppo, and then the people on the stand from the couches, all the Universe 7 people was like, oh my god, great play, Android 17, that was play of the season right there with a Brooklyn accent. I don't even know how to do accents. Oh my god, that was so amazing! Here we go! God of destruction, my ass! He just got wrecked by those rocks! Holy crap! That was an insanely epic, proportional Super Bowl level play! Oh my god, there's no way Toppo could stand that! Absolute genius! Those rocks, man! The rocks and the Papa was able to take care of. Oh, that's so powerful! Toppo has no chances anymore. We just outplayed the opponent. And then you're like, wait, are you serious? Do you really think that those rocks will take out Toppo? If you genuinely think that, I don't know what you're dealing with. Maybe it's opposite day when that happens. Holy god, opposite day will actually become a thing and not a grade 1 joke. So, as expected, oh my god, the plan that didn't work. You go, Bird Series reference. So, Toppo Hakai the rocks away and he starts walking back, and then Frieza comes out of nowhere and uses paralysis. Where did this come from? Now Frieza just had paralysis as one of his moves. Has he ever demonstrated paralysis before? I don't think he has. Like, he did the thing with Krillin, but he was sort of just changing Krillin using his ki. This one he has this energy orb that's paralyzing Toppo, so it's clearly very different. What? When did he just get a paralyzing ball? I guess he learned that while he was in his cocoon. His cocoon of evolution to be the perfectly ultimate final form. I don't even know at this point, alright? So, Frieza is trying to hold off Toppo and he's smashing rocks at him. Holy crap, so genius! And Toppo ends up starting to break out of it and he's like, alright, that was terrible. And as he's walking in, he gets caught in the crossfire of Goku versus Vegeta and Jiren. Yes, Goku versus Vegeta and Jiren. Not Jiren versus Goku and Vegeta. No, not at all. So, he gets caught in the crossbar, and everyone in the tournament that's still in is clubbed together now. And Jiren fires a ki blast at Frieza and 17, and they're sort of out for the rest of the episode. They're sort of just like gone, put into the sideline. And we get Vegeta versus Toppo, and we get Kakaroto versus Jiren. So Goku is holding off Jiren, and Vegeta's fighting against Toppo. How do you do that again? So, at the beginning of the fight, you have like this mini sort of brawl thing, and Vegeta ends up using a uncharged Final Flash, an uncharged one. What do I mean by that? This is the Final Flash against Cell and Jiren. 10 minutes later, Final Flash! That's the charged Final Flash. This is an uncharged Final Flash. Oh god damn it, Final Flash! That's what Vegeta did in this episode, alright? So he does the uncharged Final Flash versus Toppo. And Toppo Hakai's, and they push against each other in this key struggle. And Toppo Hakai ends up winning. But Vegeta's able to hold back Hakai with an uncharged Final Flash. That's just insane. That's just ridiculous how much stronger Vegeta's gotten. And because of how slow the attack became due to the Final Flash, Vegeta's able to just jump out of the way and keep fighting Toppo. But Toppo gets the upper hand on Vegeta, and Vegeta begins questioning Toppo. It's like, alright, now you're all about justice, and now you're about destruction. What's wrong with you? What are your morals? What's your pride? And Toppo's just like, justice is useless now. Now it's about survival, and destruction is my method. And you begin questioning, like, how do you just, boop, now I'm all about destruction. I was about justice before? Screw that. We have to survive. Can't you just like try to work to, no, it's all about destruction now. You're gonna use this power to survive with Universe 11. Like, right? Really? And Vermal is like, yeah, just destroy everything, man. And he ends up getting Vegeta in this rock thing, right? Just clamped in there. And he does an attack on him. And Vegeta's just like, oh my god, I will sacrifice nothing. I will keep all my morals. Oh, Bulma, Trunks, Bula, and the Saiyajin race in Universe 6. I will fight for all of that. And he just goes full rage mode versus Toppo, right? Toppo's like, okay. He's sort of freaking out, and Vegeta's like, oh yeah, you're done. Boom, 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 right in the foot. Boom! And Vermal's like, just use a Hakai, And you're like, Hakai, and Vegeta's like, no, to counter that, boom! Hakai, oh, to counter that dodge, boom! Hakai, oh, counter, boom! Hakai, no, you're not even doing it this time, boom! Boom! Get that weak stuff out of here! Done! Vegeta's boom, right against Toppo. And Vegeta's just like, yeah! Charges up his ball of energy. And then Piccolo sees this, and we get a flashback from the Buu Saga. We have Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta doing his Armageddon attack. And Piccolo's like, yo, is he really doing the self-destruction? And he started charging him more, and we see, yeah, he's doing that self-destruction technique. And Toppo does a full charge Hakai at Vegeta. And Vegeta's like, yo, screw it. Boom! Just fully hulks out on Toppo. Just blasts this giant energy sphere around him. And just starts full power, accelerates it all the way out against the Hakai. And Toppo goes for a full power Hakai. Like, yeah! And Vegeta's like, dah! And there's this epic key struggle between the Hakai and the Armageddon ball thing. And the Armageddon ball thing seems to have gone smaller, but then it shoots through the Hakai like this. And then it consumes it like this. And then it pushes through. And it hits Toppo. And then Toppo's face is distorted. And it's just vaporized. And it's like, oh! And then Toppo falls off the ring. And Vegeta is the winner. Alright. And Toppo's out of the God of Destruction form. And you just like go in and out of the God of Destruction form. We still don't know how that works yet with mortals. Alright, so he's back in his base form, and Dispo's having to carry him. He's like, holy crap, oh no, Toppo's lost. And this is when Jiren's like, oh, Toppo, that was pathetic, and we're going to discuss this. But first, Goku is like, Jiren, why did you say that? That wasn't very nice. And then Jiren's like, oh, I'm gonna give my speech. Kick. And Goku wasn't blue, but then he gets knocked down to base form like this. There were image leaks of this and people were freaking out. I was like, oh no, Goku's in trouble. No, it was just like a casual kick for Jiren to give this speech. Don't know why he went to base form. It's sort of just like not there anymore. And then this is where Jiren's like, yeah, feast your eyes on this. Ah! Alright. So now let's get to the point of discussion. So it's either A, Jiren has an evil character now, and he's like, oh yeah, you're pathetic. I expected more from you. Now I'll show you true power. Yeah! Or B, 2, Jiren's disappointed in Toppo, in that Toppo gave up his morals to become more powerful, but Vegeta maintained his morals and were defeated him, and that's why he also congratulates Vegeta, and he's like, okay, I have my morals and I'm gonna defeat you guys. That's the part, that's the camp I'm in, because I think that makes more sense from what happens in the previous episodes, where, you know, Vegeta does the final flash against Jiren, and then Jiren's like, not the final flash, like Vegeta's fighting Jiren, and Jiren's like, Vegeta, you're too arrogant, man. You have to have more pride in others and yourself and that stuff, right? And he talks about the old feelings, right? And then Vegeta expresses this, and Toppo, on the other hand, gives up his justice and his pride. And Jiren's disappointed in that, and he's praising Vegeta that he kept his pride. That's just what I believe. Changing Jiren's character to make him evil to me doesn't make very much sense. I think that it would make more sense for Jiren to be, you know, like this. Overall, I really did like this episode where Vegeta delivers his solemn judgment onto Toppo. Gotta get those plugs right back in the TCG ban list. Solemn judgment back at 166 Gaming Channel ban list review. Get those plugs in there, right? So yeah, this episode was very entertaining. Next episode, we see Jiren going presumably all out against the team of Universe 7, and the episode's like called like the final barrier, right? So it's kind of easy to see what's gonna happen, right? Jiren hulks out. Vegeta and Goku try to fight Jiren. Jiren beats the crap out of both of them. 17 puts up a barrier and sacrifices himself so Goku and Vegeta stay in order to defeat Jiren, because Goku and Vegeta have way more shenanigans than 17 does with the whole fusion and, you know, Ultra Instinct and stuff like that. Yeah. 4 minutes left in the Tournament of Power, so no, like, 5 minutes left. Toppo's still in. Goku versus Jiren. You have to beat Jiren before the 5 minutes is up, or else the 11 wins. Or it's like, oh, because 11 has a higher moral level, if the time goes down, it's a tie, 11 wins by default. So there's 5 minutes, and the last 12 episodes, that's not happening. It's very, very sad. We're not getting homogeneous dynamic. Because Jiren is giving a lot of Frieza vibes with the whole thing of how they're trying to deal with him, where everyone's just pounding on Jiren. It's very interesting, right? Quite interesting. So this was actually a very enjoyable episode, where, you know, you have the full power Armageddon. That was amazing. Able to outclass and outplay the opponent with the magical scientist FTK versus God of Destruction Energy. So everyone's saying, oh, manga Goku beats anime Goku because he has a Kai. Shut up, man. We have this giant Hakai ball and Vegeta just Armageddon straight through it. He even says, I'm going to give an attack so strong that you can't destroy it. Isn't that enough evidence to say that Vegeta can actually beat this God of Destruction Energy? That's what I think. Leave your thoughts down in the description below. Yes, I know I said it wrong. I am trolling. Go to the comment section below to leave your thoughts. Make sure to leave a like, watch the whole video, subscribe, and make the rings come out of the bell. I'm only selling out because YouTube is hurting smaller channels right now. You know, even if you get 1 cent a month, it's better than nothing. It's to show your parents that you're actually doing this for a reason. Alright, that's my thought process at least. If I can tell my parents that there's 1 cent a month coming from this and it's growing every month, then they might actually let me do this more. Who the God knows? We have Godzilla Freak, but also we are planning a video with the new team. I don't know if I've said this on video. It's Team A. It's like a Yu-Gi-Oh team, sort of like Team APS, but we plan on making a video together called Anime Battle in Real Life, where we do an anime battle in real life. Geniusly obvious, am I right? I will have like effects and stuff, but it's us trying to like fight each other, and it's gonna be kind of funny. I don't know how many people are going to be in it. It's just sort of a mini plan. It might not even happen. Who the God knows. Just wanted to, you know, get that out there. The Mulan parody never happened for the gaming channels. Who the God even knows if it's going to happen or not. So, yeah, that's going to be all for today, guys. Hopefully it actually recorded this time. Let's pray to God. That's going to be all for today, guys. Take care, you all. Goodbye.